through all of our history, there has been a kind of constant relitigating, a constant opening up of we the people to who belongs to we the people. That's what I think we were experiencing growing up in Birmingham when the Civil Rights Act passed in 1964. We watched on TV that night as Chet Huntley and David Brinkley, we always watched Huntley Brinkley as a family, said that the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Public Accommodations Act, had been signed into law today by President Johnson, which meant that you couldn't segregate public accommodations, hotels, restaurants, movie theaters. And the local anchor came over and said, the so-called Public Accommodations Act, the so-called Civil Rights Act. And so there was some resentment, clearly, in the city. But then a couple of days after it, my father said, let's go out to dinner. And so we did. We went into a restaurant, and these people sort of stopped eating for a moment, and then they went back to the eating, and we sat down. They served us very nicely. A few weeks later, we went to a drive-in hamburger stand, and it was nighttime, and I bit into my hamburger, and I said, something's wrong with this. It was only onions, no hamburger. So maybe it wasn't accepted overnight, but most people started to accept it. And then some years later, it would just become second nature to everybody. And that's the way I think that America has progressed. It's uncomfortable at first when some new group or some new nationality or some new immigrant group decides it wants to bang on the door of we the people. It wants to be included in we the people. And there's resistance. But those people who are banging at the door can appeal to the Constitution and say, okay, America has to be what it says it is. And then they're admitted.